Well, good morning and welcome back to our Halloween CityLine. With me, I have an organization that just drops me to my knees, and we're talking about the Humane Society of Tacoma and Pierce County. With me right now, I have two pivotal people who give so much to the Humane Society, but I also have a special guest, so please join me. I'm already losing it. Please join me, first off, in welcoming Olive. Can we get a shot of Olive on the floor here? There you are. Hello, Pumpkin. And Olive was brought to us by Victoria Gingrey. You are the communications manager for the Tacoma Humane Society of Tacoma and Pierce County. Welcome, my dear.
Thanks for having us.
Good to see you. With you is Dr. Lauren Henderson. You are the Humane Society's vet. And you do wonderful things for our little four-legged friends. Welcome, Dr. Henderson.
Thank you.
I'm going to call you Dr. Lauren after this because you told me I could. So, oh, look at this. Okay, so every time you bring a pet on, be it Harvey, be it Belle, and now Olive, my heart just grows 10 times and also breaks 10 times harder. So let's talk about this, Dr. Lauren. Who is this sweet pup, and how did she come to be in our company here?
So this is Olive. She's an 8-year-old female spayed pitty mix. Yeah, she makes herself right at home.
And a love bug.
Right, yeah. And she actually came to us when she was left in our parking lot at the shelter back in June. But as you can see, she's a fabulous dog. She knows how to sit. She walks on a leash. She's obviously very comfortable on the couch. And so, yeah, she's a really great dog, and we've learned a lot about her since she's been with us.
How long has she been at the shelter?
She's actually been with us since June.
Okay.
And so in that time, she did go out to a foster home for a little bit. She did have an adoption that was brief, but she did end up coming back to the shelter. She didn't quite get along with the kitty in the household, so she did come back to the shelter. And unfortunately, when she did return, she ended up getting pretty sick while she was in our care. So we cared for her. She was in our hospitalization ward for a little while and has now made a full recovery and ready for adoption.
I love that. Yeah. So when you talk about there was, what kind of medical treatment did she receive?
So at the Humane Society, we see up to 10,000 animals a year. And so baseline, all of those animals receive an intake examination. They receive basic vaccinations, flea control, and our senior pets do get lab work just to make sure everything checks out health-wise for them. But for some pets like Olive, you know, we sometimes they get sick while in our care, or they're sick when they arrive, and so we care for them. She was hospitalized, received blood work, x-rays. She's actually diagnosed with a condition called pancreatitis, so inflammation of her pancreas. So she got IVs and some injections, and we nursed her back to health, and now she's on a special low-fat diet.
Smart girl.
Yeah, but doing great. And you know, for other animals in our care, sometimes they need life-saving operations. Yes. Or surgical procedures, or they need to be spayed or neutered. So we provide a lot of medical care to all the animals that come through our doors.
She is just incredible. I mean, all of your animals are incredible, and I love that you gave her wings, because that's really how I view all animals, is they are just angels in a different body. It is amazing that she is sitting here. Oh, look at her. She knows herself on TV. Yeah. Sitting here, and as she has been in the green room, she loved everybody in the green room. Everybody got kisses. She was so well behaved. And I said to you, it's a miracle that she trusts us again. But here she is. There is not a mean bone in this dog's body. She is just perfect. So speaking of perfect, Victoria, what would Miss Olive like in a forever home?
Yeah. So since she's 8, she is a little older. So we think she would do well in a home with older kids that can respect her, her size and her age, while also giving her all this couch attention that she so desperately wants. And, she'd do well with some short walks throughout the day. She does have a little bit of arthritis, so just keeping her moving would be really great for her.
I love that. She just, oh my gosh. And I want to say, one of the words that we've used here is shelter. But I want to say that the Humane Society is so much more than that. And I want to impose upon you, Victoria, to paint the picture of how intricately involved you are in the animals that come to you. They don't just stay in cages, do they?
Yes, no, we have tons of great staff like Dr. Henderson who look out for the animals from a medical perspective. We also have, our regular adoption staff who come to love these animals and know them, like the back of their hand.
Yes.
And then we also have great staff, or volunteers and fosters who take them out. Olive has had a few excursions outside the shelter, doggy sleepovers, and dog walks. So all of these animals are able to get out of their kennels and get enrichment and really get to know them as they're at our shelter, so we can place them in the best fit.
They are socialized so much. I mean, this is just quintessential love here on the couch. I mean, you look at this dog and you think, who would give this dog up? But she is so ready for adoption. She is the perfect package. I mean, this is it. She is. So we have some pictures that we're going to show. I can't wait to talk about them. We have some pictures of Heidi, Jack, and Tommy. Oh, here they are.
And Spice, I think, too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we partnered with Goodwill, Olympic, and Rainier Regions, and they came in and they helped us, their in-house costume experts, got our pets ready for Halloween today. So they all tried on some different costumes. This is Heidi. There's Jack. He is quite the personality, so the shark was totally fitting. And there's Spice. She matches Fred.
She does. She absolutely.
And Tommy, the king. We love him. These
are. I don't know how you got them to hold still for this.
Tommy is an excellent dog, so he was perfect.
We tried bringing our almost 2-year-old blue heeler Rosalie with us to the parade. Got the scarf on, but she would not wear the psychedelic wig. So that's why I'm like, how did you get them to do this? So what does adopting include when you choose to adopt from the Humane Society?
Yeah, so kind of like Dr. Henderson said, a lot of animals come to us in need of medical care that we do provide, but at a baseline, all dogs and cats and critters receive a wellness exam. They come with their flea vaccine, flea medication, initial vaccines, a microchip with a national registration, and then counseling with our adoption services team, so that how to integrate your pet into their forever home.
So we have an added bonus today for Olive here, and we want to say a huge thank you to Tacoma City Ballet. They're coming up. They are our last guest on the Comfy Couch. But to the forever family that adopts Olive today, they are donating 4 tickets. And you get 2 tickets to Dracula, the romantic ballet, which is just in a few days. And then you also get 2 tickets to the Nutcracker. And they are being performed this year at the Pantages. So the family that gets Olive, not only do they win the love lottery, but they also win the dance lottery here in Tacoma to watch 2 outstanding productions. So huge thank you to Miss Erin for her generosity. Last but not least, let's talk about how else we can get involved in the Humane Society.
Yeah. So it's the end of the, we're getting to the end of the year. Hard to believe, but as you're considering your gifts and your donations, like Dr. Henderson said, we do care for nearly 10,000 pets every year, and really our greatest cost is their medical care. So what we ask is, if you can, even just a few dollars a month, if you can become a friend of the Humane Society, it really helps out so very much. We also have, like we talked about, fostering and volunteering, all of which you can find information on our website, thehumanesociety.org, and we could really just use any help that the team can give.
And I don't know if people know this, because of course I just had Donna Panapinto here on the couch, and she's the CEO of the United Way. But if you are somebody that is just struggling to even put food on your table, Tacoma Pierce County Humane Society has an option for you when it comes to feeding your dog.
Yeah.
That's how much you care about this community and making sure that all of our needs are met. So I share that because so many people have to choose now between feeding themselves, but animals are so intricate to us, especially during times of stress. But you take care of that for us. How incredible. Before we arrive at the Humane Society and we decide that we're going to take a tour, because you are now open on
Sundays.
Yes! I love that. What should we do beforehand to prepare ourselves?
Yeah, so the best thing you can do, again, is go to our website. We have all of our available dogs, cats, critters on the website. You can read their bio, you can read Olive's bio, and make sure that's a good fit. Usually we say, if they're good with other animals, if they're needing older kids in the home or no kids at all. So really take a look. And then also our adoption fees are generally listed beneath all of the available pets, so you can get an idea of what that fee will be, but also keep in mind all the things that includes, like the medical care. And then we also have our adoption application on the website. So if you want to save a little time,
that's fabulous.
Come into the lobby. You can fill it out ahead of time and bring it with you. Or you're more than welcome to come on down, take a look, walk around our shelter, see who we have, and fill out an application there.
I love that. And also volunteer, because I think that a lot of times people think they're ready for an animal, but I think if they volunteered and really got the whole picture, that they really could gauge, do I need to volunteer, or do I need to adopt, or do I need to do both?
Right, and like
I
we
say
saw
both.
with Stuart, he was a foster fail. So
I love that phrase, foster fail. Real quick, in this last 20 seconds, it's Halloween. Tell us what we should not feed our dogs.
So Halloween is the holiday of candy.
Yeah, so no.
Yeah, so there are some toxic substances to dogs that can be present in the candy. Also, chocolate is bad for dogs. So keep the candy bowls, the treats up and away from them, and also make sure we've got a lot of people coming in and out of the house. So make sure kitties don't get out.
Thank you so much for being here today, and I can't wait to see you next week back. Next week you'll be here on Thursday with the Pet of the Week.
Yes.
So,
thanks for having us.
Oh, my pleasure. We'll see you then. Goodbye, Olive. I love you. When we come back, we'll have Tacoma Little Theater here in the studio talking about their current main stage production. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back.